the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Safety car, safety car, safety car. Slow down, single file guys, single file, safety car, safety car.
Good evening everyone, and welcome to another Podium Broadcasting broadcast of the AMF Mixed and Fixed. This is not a GT Dev series, this is the Week 13 special event, sponsored by RMS, Race Management Services, the one-stop shop for all your iRacing software needs. We are here at Phillip Island for a 90-minute race with 3 different classes. It is set to sunrise and it's a dynamic weather. So, my name is Steve, as usual, every week. We have Isaac Edwards in the commentary box, and then not only do we have the original AMF broadcaster joining us in the commentary box, we have Bruce Ross as well. How you going, fellas?
Yeah, we're going good.
Yeah, good, Steve. Good to be on this side of the microphone for a change for the last season, doing a full season last season in the car. So, yeah, good to get back.
That's it. Hey, it's always good to jump back in the commentary box, and this time, not only that, you're not pushing the buttons as well, so it's going to be a lot less stressful and more talking from you tonight. Hey, Bruce?
Well, it's less stressful, not less stressful at the moment. I can't get my JRT running, so I'm just trying to endeavour to fix that, and then I'll be good to
Just send it.
Just send it, yeah. She'll be alright, mate. It'll all work out. Alright, as we look at the track facts for tonight, we're at Phillip Island Circuit. Layout's always Phillip Island. We're in Australia, we're down under with all of us boys. There's 12 turns, the length is 4Ks. The sky is nice and clear. The temperature's 18 degrees, track temp is 23. Obviously, it is sunrise, so it will go up. It will heat up. So, look, we have 1 minute 46 minutes, 1 minute 46 seconds left of qualifying, as should I say. We have 3 classes tonight. We have the Mustang, and we have the MX-5, and what's the other one they got? They got 3.
The Rough.
Yeah, the Rough. That's it. The 911 wannabe, or the faster 911. Depends on who you talk to.
Yeah.
I've driven both. I'd rather the 911 Cup car, to be honest. The Rough feels like it's a fake, cheap knockoff.
Well, it is a derivative of the road car, and I believe this is the only road car that iRacing has scanned that is not a race car. Like, we've got the Mazda, we've got the Pontiac, you've got the Mustang and the VW Jetta, but I think the Rough is like literally the only car that it looks exactly like a road car.
I think the name says it all. Rough. It's rough to drive. I do not like that car.
See, that's 2 versus 1 in the commentary box. See, we're not even numbers tonight, so this is going to be the decider. We've got 3 of us in here. So look, I agree. I don't like the Rough, but yeah, or the Mustang, to be honest. But the Mustang's the old version, and it feels fat and lazy, if you ask me.
Well, you ain't gonna slow the Mustang down.
Oh, come on, man. You're still banging on about the V8s, aren't you?
Yes.
As we said before, mate. Come on, just wait until the Camaro. All right.
Yeah, I think at least with the 3 cars that are on track, being at Phillip Island, bit of a flowing track sort of thing. So even though they're not the fastest cars on the iRacing circuit, it's a good circuit to run around anyway.
But not only that,
Yeah.
look at last time we ran this race, Bruce. It was amazing fun at Bathurst. It was crazy fun. There was action going on everywhere, and
Absolutely.
yeah, the driving style, the driving or racecraft, I should say, was amazing as well.
Yeah, no, they like it, and they like the mixture of cars. I mean, most of these guys spend a lot of time in V8s, in the GT3 cars, the GTE cars, so it's a good change of pace for them, sort of thing, and get out there and have a bit of fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like, as you see, the cars getting lined up for tonight's race. So, I don't think will we have time to say the whole list?
Probably not, but we will try and run through something. I've got all 3 of them. Or I can bring up all 3 of the grids. So
just go top 3.
Top 3. That's a bit hard. I'll go top 10.
What
What do you reckon about top 10?
Yeah. Or if you're lucky though.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. Craig Edwards, he's on pole overall in the Rough. Paul Jones is in P2. Stephen Lattimore, Wayne Hewitt, Dean Ross, Pat Gallo, Oliver Fullerton, Reese Hannell, and Tristan Yellen is in the Rough.
Yeah, well, you're going too fast for my little ATVO to keep up here. That hasn't even registered because all the cars are not on there.
Oh no!
So everyone will be like, "Oh, what's he saying? He's giving us inside information here."
Ooh.
So as soon as it comes up, I'll chuck the grid up and we'll go through it. I do have all 3 grids. We can run through the top 10 as soon as it has its moment of yeah.
iRacing's got an iRacing.
Yeah, that's it. 100%.
Oh, and we're gone. We're on the way.
And it's already underway. Now iRacing does its thing.
No!
It's shocking. Alright, Craig Edwards is leading out into the first corner. I will show you the grid. ATVO didn't like it too much.
Got a bit of a gap going on for Craig Edwards down Southern Loop. Let's see what's happening with the remaining cars.
It's a good start so far.
Yeah, it's a good start. I like that.
It's a clean start. No, I suppose you would expect it too. I mean, everyone wants to finish the race. Everyone wants to get through it. So, yeah, I didn't expect any issues coming straight up. But saying that, as they're coming into the hairpin, the mid-pack is sort of a bit tight, but they all made it.
Looking good. Too wide into Honda.
Yeah, but we have Mazda MX-5s on the back of Mustangs at the moment as well.
Yeah.
Like Chris is on the back of Chris Radisich, and he's trying to make a move on him.
That's the way it's going to be. Little darling.
Another Mustang
Thought we discussed this, Isaac.
It's week 13. Is there any other songs about ponies or Mustangs?
Probably.
I can only think of two. Horses and Mustang Sally. There we go, a bit of a battle here with Wayne Hewlett and Dean Ross in the roughs. Here we go down towards turn 1. Looks like Dean was going to go for a bit of a look there. Besides, otherwise, he'll probably try to do it again at Southern Loop.
I don't know, he's gone a bit wide, he's a bit squirrely. He keeps it on the black stuff, that's alright.
He's not going to lose a spot though. Loses a bit of time from Hewlett, but up ahead, just another hell happening between Paul Jones, Stephen Lattimore, and Wayne Hewlett. Is there going to be a pass here down at Honda?
I don't think he's close enough, but Steve Lattimore was not too happy in the rear of that car.
No, the brakes got locked on Hewlett's car, so must have a little bit too much for comfort.
But isn't it funny that if you would actually remember, go back to last year's Bathurst special event, Chris Whitaker won that race and he won it from pole. And he's on pole again today in the MX-5. Oh, as you see, Steve Lattimore just shut the door on Wayne.
Down at MG. It's like, nope, this is my spot. You're going to have to try and do better than that. Steve's going to give me a big old whooping after that.
Well, that's it. You're team boss.
Yeah.
He's going to kick you one, eh?
Yeah, like the whole team's just giving me one.
Oh, but any publicity is good publicity, so look.
Yeah, it's true.
Alright, let's jump back to MX-5s, as in Colin Schweck at a P2.
He's getting harassed by Nathan Anderson, who now makes a pass on the... I'm not sure, is the final corner MG or is it the dive after Lukey Heights MG? That's the only two corners I can't really seem to understand well. He's actually lost a spot from... oh no, he actually hasn't lost a spot. Looks like he's actually getting ground. They look like they're all getting ground on Chris Whitaker. And the turn 1.
Oh, but it's a long race. It's not a short one.
No. It looks like there's already been part. Might be a bit of... Oh, that's close. Down at Southern Loop. Colin and Nathan. And who's that behind it? Dominic Ferrari's also getting involved in the battle for the class lead. Man, this is like a Bathurst 6 hour. Or is this going to be a pass here on Honda for Nathan? No. Oh! There's a bit of a concertina effect between Dave Clements, William Mitchell, and Simon Larder. All of them got front to rear end damage.
Oh yeah, Williams' car doesn't look too good at the front or the back.
So Dave's got a bit of damage at the rear, but that's the thing. That's the concertina effect, and that's something really, a realistic thing to happen because Honda is such a tight corner.
Oh, no offense, it is week 13 though.
Yeah,
and it is a Mazda, so you can expect some bumping and grinding, but. This is, I'm going to refer again to last year's, the more entertaining driving or broadcasting was actually in the MX-5 class.
So we might see a repeat of what we've already seen.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Because the boys did so well last year. Wayne and Steph still going at it.
just goes to show there's absolutely no difference in performance in any of the Mazdas. They're just so even. So it comes down to the driver, and at the end of the day, they can be thrown around and do what they need to do to get right beside and up behind each other.
Oh, but sorry to interrupt there, Bruce. But there's actually a rough in the middle of this MX-5 fight. Pat Gallo looks like he started from pit lane. He's already going through all the packs there. Whoa. Colin Schweck had to go wide down at Stoner corner. And looks like Chris Whitaker, they're going to go side by side at Honda corner.
Oh, a little bit of bum and grind back in the field there.
Yeah.
The MX-5s. Is that what? No.
Looks like no big damage at the moment, but Paul Nichols is also caught up to the rest of the pack after Siberia, and they're going to go 3 wide towards Hayshed. They're not going to go 3 wide, but there's one on the grass, Dominic Ferraris. 2 wheels on the dirt, no big drama. Here we go, up Lukey Heights. Simon Lada also, he's getting a bit harassed there, and there's going to be a pass done at MG. And pass is successfully executed, so Lada now has to fit in behind Ferraris. So we've got a bit of a decent battle pack happening here between several Mazdas.
And not only that, Scott Gamble, as I've just seen on the pit screen in the Mustang, he's already in the pits.
I think
So
he might be.
That's 2 people we've seen in the pits already. And Steve Lattimore still feeling the pressure from Wayne Hewitt.
Looks like Scott's gambling for a strategy. Yeah, no, my jokes are terrible. Don't ask why.
Oh, he sticks a nose up there, but Steve closes it. This is going to be a good battle to watch soon. As soon as these tyres start wearing away. On that note, let's check the weather. Track's 25, up 2 degrees in 6 laps.
Yeah.
Right, let's see who else. Gary Collins in P2 of the Mustang class. Closing on the leader, David Miller. Yeah, had much time in the Mustangs. Oh, just as a re-entry there from Dean Ross.
Looks like he might have made a bit of a mistake there. Now he's caught in the middle of several Mustangs.
He had a pit stop, but it's a lot longer than Pat Gallo's.
Yeah, weird. So where's he behind?
So we've had a few Mustangs actually come into the pits. Like we've had Scott Gamble, Mark Dial, and Chris Radisich. And talking about that at the moment, William Mitchell in the MX-5, he is in the pits at the moment.
And I see Scott Gamble's been given a black flag, 0.5 penalty.
Really?
Yeah.
What penalty did he get there? Sorry, Bruce. Oh, as you said, an MX-5 just go off the track there.
Yeah,
Dominic
Ferris.
Sorry, Steve. I just got a message through from Race Control saying Scott Gamble was black flag. Now, I don't know what for. We'll try to endeavour to find out what that was for and give you the information as we get it.
Looks like Dom just went straight. Looks like probably a hardware issue.
That's a technical issue. Definitely, that's a technical issue.
Yeah, just went straight at Honda. What a shame. That was close from Nathan Anderson. Had a bit of a squirrely moment at MG. Looks like it's going straight into... No, he's not going to pit lane, but that is Craig Edwards about to... Looks like might be able to lap him.
Yeah, they're about to lap him.
Whoa! Oh, three
Someone's
wide.
got an issue with their engine. Brendan Gregory looks like he's slowing down a bit. Or was that just a brake lock up? We know how Ford engines are not reliable.
He's still going. He's still behind.
Just having a stab at you.
Still behind John Fantura.
Gary Cousins just making a move.
That's the battle for the GT, not GTE.
Yeah, the Mustang second and third.
Mustang.
Yeah, Gary Collins just made a move on Sebastian Westberg. A lot of these boys are not running paints. Maybe they should have sent them through.
Probably.
They're all running, well, you know, about 15 are running their team paints. Where's the love?
I don't know. It's just, they don't really run these type of cars enough to maybe warrant a skin, maybe?
Nah, come on.
I don't know.
Paul Jones just gets the rear a little bit out of shape as he comes into the pits.
Plus, I don't think all these cars have I think these cars have pit limiter.
Roughs.
All of them. I don't think all of them've got a pit lane limiter.
Not that I'm aware of. Might be wrong. If you're in YouTube chat, check it out. Do you know?
Yeah. Oh, 3 wide coming down. And it looks like Chris Whitaker is the advantager there. What a pass! Oh, well, it's actually a battle for the lead, but hey ho. Such a very race between battle for the lead there. As look at this, Schweck and Anderson down at Stoner Corner, about to make another pass at the Honda. It's a crisscross.
Sorry to butt in, Isaac. I've just come back from the steward's room where I've got an update on that penalty for Scott Gamble. He was black flagged 5 seconds for not leaving room at the hairpin, which caused an incident. So that's what it was for. So his next pit stop, he'll be holding for an extra 5 seconds.
Oh, no worries.
No problem. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, sorry guys. It was a long walk up to the steward's room to get that info.
Well,
Phillip Island's a big circuit, so we'll let that one go.
Yeah, depending on how you got there, did you get there by foot or did you have to use that little electric golf cart?
Oh no, I actually went out on the track and hitched a ride around in one of the Mazda MX-5s, jumped in it, went around, got back out.
Now that explains why it took so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not the quickest car.
No.
Yeah, you can see it when you drive them MX-5s, eh? It's all about your lines. And you don't brake too much, otherwise that's it. You've just washed off like pretty much 90% of your speed.
Yeah. There was a bit of bump driving there between Schweck and Anderson. It's very But yeah, these MX-5s, they're like the Toyota A6s that race in Australia. Very similar in terms of specifications. It's just that...
Hashtag bring iRacing down under.
Well, actually, personally, I don't believe the Toyota A6s should be in iRacing because we've already got a similar one-make class, and that's the MX-5s. It's just like, it's insanely similar. Like I think the Mazda's known worldwide. It's just the Toyota A6 is only really done in
just coming
Australia.
out of the pits.
how about iRacing just update our premier class of racing over here first?
Well, you want to see that ZB in the Mustang?
Well, just update effectively. Like I'm not a big fan of either one sort of thing, but they need to update with the current technology effect.
Yeah, well, that's it. You see a lot of NASCAR stuff, a lot of American stuff getting updated. And
credit, sorry, Steve, credit to them, but they have worked hard on the GTE platform and GT3, bringing them up to current specs. So maybe somewhere down the line we might see.
True. Like, not only that, is that we're also missing the Nissan Altima, and I know there might be several drivers who are keen to drive the Nissan. I know it may help with a few drivers that have like iRacing, and they can use the Altima for like testing usage on the game. So the only thing that's really close to it is either Automobilista or a set.
Oh, just as Dave Clements just goes real wide as we focus on him. Sorry, Isaac. What's going on there? Right. That's probably him just cracking another can or something. He did alright with it. He pulled it back on track. It was good. Simon Larder, the same as well. Went wide the same corner.
Southern Loop has really... Southern Loop is really an interesting part of the circuit to try and get correct, because if you go a little bit too quickly, you can definitely understeer the car. It's the same at Lukey Heights. If you try and brake if you brake too early or too late, or mainly too late, you can pretty much spin the bastard.
As we're on board with Paul Jones, and as you can see by the stereo, he's got his little iPod plugged in, he's got his tunes cranking, and he's on his road. He wants to catch Craig Edwards. About 3.3 seconds behind, but they've got some traffic. They've already lapped off rears a lock a bit. They've already lapped pretty much all the MX-5s.
Yeah, sorry, Sid, that could have been because of me just trying to hitch a ride with one of them, slowed them all down.
Yeah, they must have. They probably had all that respect. Oh no, we're going to give an official lift here, so all the MX-5s had to slow down for a bit.
I wonder what Paul is probably listening to.
I don't know, but he's got enough pressure on him at the moment, because he'd be looking in the mirrors left, right, and centre, because all these three boys, Steve Lattimore, Dean Ross, look at the battle that's going on between them. Like, if you jump in Dean Ross's car, look at his view.
Yeah, he's right in the middle of it all.
It's probably one of these Paul Jones, he's the Stig moment, you know? He's just focusing on what's in front of him, not focusing on what's behind.
Yeah.
Paul's no newbie to this. He knows exactly how to get around a track and keep the position. So he's yeah. But I swear to God, on the dash I saw the GPS on that. So maybe he doesn't know Phillip Island.
In the next 100 meters, turn left.
Yeah. Wonder if he's got the racing line on.
Possibly. Make a U-turn if possible.
Oh, that's it. Rough's pretty much a road car, isn't it?
Yeah. You got the auxiliary symbol up on the dashboard. I honestly wonder what they're playing.
That's a good battle between these three, though. Right? They're really good drivers and they're really clean. So I don't expect. I should touch wood while I'm saying this. I don't expect any dramas from these three. I don't think no one's gonna, bump and run as such or whatever like that.
Oh, look at this!
Oh!
Contact! Oh!
Steve, I'm sorry, bud. And what did I just say? I was touching wood, I promise.
And they are... Oh my God.
You couldn't get better timing, could ya? You could not, at all.
No. It's like, it's so close, it's so hard for... It's a little... It's like a magnet.
Yeah, that was I was touching wood, I promise. So yeah, that was my bad. Usually Bruce has that commentary curse.
Yeah. Well, actually, I just ducked away for 2 minutes or 30 seconds or so, and I come back and here you are saying that you put a curse on someone. I just saw the footage of what actually happened. Steve, stop.
Yeah, dude, I completely, that was not me. I was touching wood. I even said I was touching wood before I said it. So, you know, sorry to him. I'm going to get a strong-worded message in a minute.
Sternly worded message from Lattimore.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's what happens when you go from Race on Oz to Team CMR.
Oh. Ho, ho, ho. Yikes.
Ooh, Nathan Anderson get a little bit close there.
A lot of drivers getting close there.
Yeah, well, that's it. You know, as in, is that Steve Lattimore just coming into the pits there? Yeah, it sure is. You know, you never look behind you because that's not where you're heading. So, look in front.
Always look forward.
That's what happens when you're you know, oh, look at the move.
Oh, that's a good pass there by Colin Schweck. Down at 7 loop, but almost a crisscross there from Whittaker at 7 loop. Unfortunately, gets the door shut on him. I'm just currently on board Nathan Antley witnessing. He might be doing another pass very shortly. Dean Ross has just been given a 20-second stop hold for that incident with, looks like for the incident with Lattimore down Gardner Straight.
Yeah, knew that one was coming, that was for sure.
Yeah, I'll just blame it on me, hey?
Yeah. Oh, look at this, side by side, look here.
Oh. I'm not gonna say nothing anymore, eh? I'll just keep it easy and.
Yeah.
Mark Dial's gonna be back on the back of these boys because he came out the pits. So he's in a Mustang. So that's probably going to be interesting for these guys to let him through, being a faster class, and the battle that they are. And look how close he is.
Yeah.
Look how close he is. He's right. He's in his car. Look.
This battle of the Mazdas has been going since the start of the race. It has not eased up at all.
Well, it's got to be the most fun class to run, I reckon. Throwing these Mazdas around. Well, that's where everyone begun.
Yeah. Oh, Wayne!
Sort of car where you need to take the helmet off and let the mullet come out and just let the breeze wave in your hair.
That's it for sure. Look at the traffic that's going on with the Porsches up the front. Wayne that's in P3 overall, cutting through some Mustangs. Well, that's not hard to do, is it, Isaac?
Nah, yeah. We've seen that with the AMF GT Dev series. Bit of a.
What's that? The Mustang's getting lapped.
Okay, next topic. Look, okay, I am a Forza Pro.
That's very wide. Steve Lattimore cutting the grass. Sorry, mate. It is Steve Lattimore just pulling a move there you would not see. Absolutely classic move between a couple of lap cars and taking for Tristan 4 position as well. That was a very nice move from him. Obviously, he's driving angry. If you've ever seen Groundhog Day, don't drive angry. Yeah, he's probably not too happy about the situation he's in at the moment, but he's went back in the pits, got himself yeah, his head screwed on. He's only in P6 at the moment, but yeah, we'll see what happens behind him. He is a minute behind, but it is a long race.
Yeah, he pitted after that spin on that coming down the main straight. He pitted that lap after, I believe. So he's got it fueled up and probably go hard and try to get back up the front. He's not a quitter, let's say that.
Oh no, definitely not. Just focusing on this Mustang field as well, as there's a little bit of Porsche traffic, or should I say rough, because it's not a Porsche, coming through. We've got Gary Collins still up front. And, finally, David Miller making a move on the inside of turn 1. Is he close enough, or is it going to be a nudge into turn 2? I think he's probably safe at the moment, but I think Gary's got a little bit of pressure on. And he's feeling it.
Look at that, 3 different classes in a little battle at Honda. Wow.
There's little battles going on everywhere.
Nathan Nightingale.
Hey, these Porsches are cutting this track up a bit. Oh, it's not a Porsche, it's a rough.
The rough. Was a bit of a battle here with Sebastian Westberg and Grant Matterford.
That's the one I was watching. That's a pretty intense little battle there.
David Miller down the head straight. There's 5 of them. One rough, 3 Mustangs, 1 Mazda coming into turn 1. This is for P1, 2, and 3 of the class.
Whoa.
Sorry, lads, that was just a bit of a crazy moment there.
Yeah, I swear that where the dashboard on these Mustangs are like carryovers. That dashboard design is similar to that in the current model. It's weird.
These boys have been pretty good tonight about the whole lapping thing. This battle for the Mustangs as well. Gary Collins and David Miller. They're still going at it, even with traffic. Because obviously they're catching the Mazdas in front of them, and then they've got Porsches behind them. So as the whole racing goes, you've got a blue flag for at least, what, 1 lap? Alright, while we're in this battle, we'll just go for a quick ad break. Why not?
Safety car, safety car, safety car. Slow down, single file guys, single file, safety car, safety car.
And we're just coming back live for the Mazda. It's in the middle of all the traffic here. He's trying to stay out of the way, but he's in P1. Colin's doing a good job to navigate around it, and everyone else is as well.
Yeah, it's becoming a bit of a traffic fest going on at the moment. Got a few cars here and there.
Oh, it's coming up to the lapping stage as well. That everyone's doing their pit stops now, so
yeah, it's true. So we're gonna be.
There's only 7 cars that haven't done a pit stop yet.
Yeah.
And Colin Schweck being one of them. Craig Edwards has got a nice gap though.
It's up to 8 seconds. It's like it doesn't matter what car that he's in, he is good.
It's just a machine.
Yeah. He's absolutely killing it at the moment. Absolutely killing it.
There's a big spread though between 1st and 5th of the roughs. I gotta stop saying Porsches. It's a big spread, man. 1st to 5th, it's 58 seconds. So it's one of those tracks. So are we gonna actually see a rough lap a rough? What do you reckon?
Ah.
Oh, we already have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Alright, what about... Can Craig Edwards lap up to the podium? What about that one?
Oh, I'm going to call that one now, and I'm going to say no.
No?
Well, that was quick.
Yeah, there's...
You got Dean Ross, Steve Lattimore. Yeah,
exactly.
I know. I was looking at the names, eh? Oliver Fullerton.
Yeah, I think the calibre of drivers that are in that sort of pack sort of thing, I don't think that Craig's going to get around to a full lap over them, the top of them guys sort of thing. So the rest of the field, no dramas, but I don't think podium spot.
Oh, Rob Gray. Making a move as we were on board there. As he's blinking. Up against Grant Manaford. He makes the move though. That's I guess that's one plus of having sketchy internet. That no one's going to go near you.
Yeah.
Thomas Paul on the back of Mark Dial trying to make a move as Mark Dial's probably letting the red back Porsche, or should I say rough of Pat Gallo. So they're going to change hands and change positions.
Yeah.
For Mark Dial doing the righty.
Oh, but look, guess who's just joined in? That was Oliver Fullerton. But looks like Gallo is a lap down, so gonna let Fullerton by. It's also gonna let Gallo by.
So basically, you got 2 cars fighting for position. Then got blue flagged because you got a Porsche coming up behind you, and then not only that, the Porsche the rough that had the blue flag. Oh, that's it, eh? Now they just got to stop making these cars. All right, it's a Porsche. It's a wannabe.
Yeah. Okay. Who's been taking count? I want to know.
I think we should have a $2 donation every time you say that to some charity or something like that.
Porsche. If I say Porsche.
Take
every
a shot.
Time you say Porsche.
Oh, Pat Gallo gets a little bit unhappy.
Take a shot. Here we go. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. 10 seconds stop hold for car number 764. Paul Jones into contact collision, was in collision, lap 21 into turn 10.
Really? And he's coming in to serve
Yeah.
it straight away.
Oh, I'm looking for Mark Bell. That was at least a lap ago. Yeah, he's on lap 23. They're on. Oh, I saw it was on lap 21. So he's in a quick smart.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Get it out of the way. Done. Dusted.
Done. He's actually. Oh,
Oh, he had to back up.
Yeah. Oh, and the wheels are spinning in the air.
Oh my god, there's another penalty.
Spinning wheels in pit lane. That's another time penalty. Look, it gets it stopped.
Oh, that's alright. If you got a big checkbook, you can get around that.
Whoop, we're on Dane.
Oh, snap.
Isn't it true? Or isn't it true?
I'm not going to say nothing, man. I'm a Holden boy through and through. We bleed
Well,
red.
I'm a bit of both. Well, I'm not. Well, the only Holden driver I support is Devin Reynolds, but I'm a big Scott McLaughlin fan.
Oh, there you go.
So go to Mighty 17.
I'm a Ford boy through and through, but I don't mind Davey Reynolds as well. So
Yeah, he's got the right attitude though.
Yeah.
He's so got the right attitude. He brings like fun to the sport.
absolutely.
And not only that, quality driving as well. He's an amazing driver.
Amazing driver, does a shoey.
Oh, you're not allowed to call it shoey. The
Oh,
F1,
yeah, that's right.
The F1 people got all like business-like and yeah, copyrighted that.
The boffins in F1 to
Yeah.
ruin our fun.
Just call it the booty or something. I don't know.
That's why you call it a booty.
Yeah, we'll just call it a booty because it's a race boot, not a shoe. Oh, Bryce Harnell getting a little bit out of shape. Oh, just
Gee,
misses one of the Mustangs.
What's that down? That's down at Southern Loop. Race, what are you doing, mate? No, was it? No, it's Lukey Heights. Gets it all wrong at Lukey Heights.
That's alright. He didn't touch any walls or anything like that, so
Thank
he's
God.
back on track.
Stephen Lennon was actually caught up, and now he's in position number 5.
He's in P4.
P4.
Oh, and spin from who was it? Reese.
Yeah, race.
Reese Hunt, another one? Oh no.
We got people on 3 laps down. Craig's on a mission.
Craig is definitely on a mission.
Yeah, 50 minutes to go. Oh, and there's a little bit of tight work going on between Mazdas and Roughs.
There we
At
go.
the back of the Mazda field.
So Steve, in the roughs, who hasn't pitted yet?
In the Roughs, all we've got is Tristan, and he's actually in the pits now, as we speak.
Whoa,
He's just pulled in.
William Mitchell.
Have you boys had a crack at the whole new you can't install thing?
Yep.
How do you find it?
I
It's good fun in a V8.
haven't done it in the V8 yet. I've only done it on the rough.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, well.
Slide
yeah,
it to a
no.
stop.
V8's
Slide to a-
alright, but the GT3s, if you jump in a GTE or a GT3, because I was testing out this new Beamer that I had as well. Oh my god, just rev it and drop it. And it still nearly
Yeah.
stalls.
Yeah.
Alan Gilbert making the move on Nathan, his teammate, for 3rd.
Now he gets caught behind.
Oh, as he just gets
Hey.
wide, clicks in and
Hey.
out, goes up the burn, and gives the spot back. Oh, that's it. I'm not going to say anything about anyone tonight.
That's twice.
Nathan's probably in Discord going, dude, what are you doing?
Absolutely went up that ditch.
Race in the pits. Craig Edwards still up front by a mile.
What have I done? What have I done? There we go. With a 21-second gap between himself and Wayne Hewlett. Jesus. Man, I should have had a cup of coffee before I started this.
I was just watching Dean Ross come over down through Lukey Heights, and he's tagged another car, and I would expect another penalty coming his way.
Ah, shucks. So looks like he might have tagged, who's that behind him? Thomas Paul? In the
race control's probably got their hands full at the moment.
Well, they probably do.
But look at Westberg on the back of Matterford.
This one's going to be pretty interesting as they come towards Stoner Corner to Honda. Will there be a bit of a dive
No, he's
here
going
by...
inside.
There we go. Good ball. Slightly understeery. That was a snap. That was snap oversteer. That ought to do it. Lets him go at Siberia. So the bell's on again.
Oh, a little bit of a touch, and there's a Porsche off the field.
That will be.
That's another $2.
Oh.
And there's Dean Ross at Lukey Heights.
Oh, that's gonna be a bit tight.
That's a bit squeezy there. Down towards MG. Matches to get it done though. Man, the patience are good.
Well, look at him. Look how close he is.
So close.
And you can even read his bumper stickers.
Look at that. Oh, Sebastian.
Oh,
Step there. Oh, here we go.
he'll make it stick. Where is he?
Looks like he's in front. He's pulled a bit of a gap now at Southern
But
Loop.
look at that. The difference of driver and difference of corners is the big thing to look at.
Yeah, looks like he's actually managed to.
As you see, a
Get
rough coming up beside them.
That's Tristan Yellen.
Maybe that's going to play a little part in it.
Yeah.
That rough was early on the brakes, going into that corner.
Yeah,
That's twice I've said rough.
that's pretty rough.
Rough. Chris Whittaker. Still up
just-
front on the GT.
Sorry, Steve, just to butt in again to confirm that penalty coming for 117, another 10-second stop hole.
Oh,
Oh.
Dean Ross.
That's twice.
No, he's flying through the field though. He's making some moves, even though it's
Yeah.
lap traffic or whatever. But he's in P5, and he just went through like obviously the leader of the MX5s there.
Oh, what happened is just look down at the iRacing screen. Steve Lattimore has had a termination.
Oh, let's have a look at that. Let's see if
He's dropped out.
Yes, so that's not good.
Yeah, out of the server. Gone. Bye bye.
Oh no, why?
Looks like maybe a net dropout.
He's not. It's not his race today, is it?
No.
Alright, while we're at it and everything's going nice and neat, let's jump in the car with Craig and see what it's like to go for a lap.
Great. Getting all over it.
where are we at?
Just usual traffic.
Well, it's kind of mid-race now, so everyone's going to be like pacing and being nice and neat and clean. I'm watching what I'm saying because I don't want anyone to crash.
There was almost a near incident with Craig Edwards and Chris Whitaker in the Licky Heights there. Had to back down and let them by.
Dean Ross comes in the pits. He hasn't served his penalty yet.
See, track temps up to about 28 degrees now, which is, you notice the cars are starting to slide around a little bit more. So I don't know if they're just used up a little bit of tyre and it's just heating up a little bit more, but yeah, they're some of the cars, some of the Mustangs more pronounced, but yeah, they're a bit slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then Mustangs have got a little bit of weight behind them, for sure. Apparently we're not saying rough correctly either.
No, that's true. I saw that message.
Yeah, Liam in the YouTube chat there.
It's probably roof or something like that.
Nah, you gotta say it with an accent.
Lof.
Hey Liam, the invitation there is there, mate. If you want to jump into the commentary box, come and tell us how we pronounce it.
Oh, and by the way, while we're on the subject of Liam, that promo video that you saw at the start there, yeah, that's his handiwork. Awesome work there from him. At the very start.
He done a good job of that video, that's for sure.
Yeah, it looks a good day.
Some of the highlights and lowlights of the GT3 GTE series, or the GT series, I should say.
Just on board with a little battle that's going back in the MX-5s and P7. Good driving between Simon Larder and Paul Nichols. Paul Nichols just steals that position back. Another one, Colin Schweck, still on the back of Nathan Anderson. This is MX-5, P3 and P2. Nice CM Security logo on the back of Anderson's car there, eh, Bruce?
Yep, that's one of our boys there, and I believe we've just dragged Liam into the commentary box.
Oh, Liam, how you going, mate?
Oh, not too bad. How about you guys?
Oh, yeah. Watching racing. Couldn't be better.
Thanks for the compliments about the video. I have made one mistake though. I forgot to take Ryan's voice out of it, and when you play the ad, it kind of sounds like there's a safety car on the track.
Yeah, true. That's a good point. Never thought of it that way.
Yeah, I was just watching it then. I was like, oh, that should probably change that next time I make one.
So, you were in YouTube chat and you said that that you can't bag anyone for calling it a Porsche when you're pronouncing rough wrong.
I spent a lot of time researching this, and it's roof.
There you go.
Roof.
From the mouth of the current CEO.
Roger. Okay, so we've got that to the point now that that's $2 if I say Porsche, and now it's another $1 if I say rough.
$1.50.
Nah, we'll go $1.
Might just
Broke
go,
by the end of it.
Yeah,
might
probably.
just go get my dog, and my dog can just keep pronouncing it the roof.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's interesting to know. While you're here, you might as well commentate. Why aren't you racing, by the way?
Funnily enough, I spent the entire week making that video, and I didn't practice at all.
It's
Whoops.
Mazda and Phillip Island or Mustang. What do you need to practice?
Phillip Island doesn't agree with me.
Yeah, I would say that. Have you ever tried to run a V8 around here real quick? Yeah, it's not a good one.
I tend to have an issue with the every corner.
There's a few tricky ones.
But you're
Definitely
really
there's a few
great on
tricky
the
ones.
straights.
Yeah, it's problem exists between the start line and the finish line. There's a little bit in the middle there that's well, just over the finish line. Actually, that's all good.
Well,
6 inches.
there's a bit of a battle going on at the moment. Sorry to butt in between all three different cars.
Oh.
Looks like the roofs have gone out of their way. The Masters, or the Masters, if you're from the US. Thomas Paul there. It's gone a little bit sketchbooky. Well, here's a interesting question. Can a Mazda turn around a Mustang?
I don't know. Probably if you hit him hard enough.
Yeah, you can turn the pony around.
Well, that's like an ant having a fight with an elephant.
Yeah. They're probably gonna end up in the sky. Little darling.
Oh my god, you still going? Hey Liam,
Yeah, go ahead.
while you're in the commentary box, you might as well give a shout out to your team.
Oh, to the old Pulse Racing team. I've been watching them. Nathan's been doing a brilliant job watching his battle. Had that battle at the start with Dean and Steve Lattimore and all that. That was entertaining to watch.
So while we've still got you here too, Liam, who do you reckon's going to take it in each class?
Well, the roofs are pretty easy. Craig Edwards. You know, I'm not entirely sure about the MX-5s. That's still probably Chris Whitaker. He tends to win in the MX-5s every special event, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He has done well, yes. That is one of his cars that he's very, very good at. But Nathan is sitting there and keeping him honest, so we should be a bit of a battle towards the end of the race. Hope.
Just on the down low, I'm kind of hoping that Nathan gets the win there.
Just on the down low, so am I.
What's that? Keep it on the down low. It's like broadcast. You can't keep it on down low.
We can't have favouritism here, but
Oh, that's all right.
No,
we got a couple of what's that? Pulse Racing team members in here. One Team CMR bloke that's completely unbiased because there's no Team CMR boys in here. Then we got Isaac there that's going to get his ears chewed out.
Well, all of us are
Giving
race
commentary
on Oz.
curses away to race on Oz.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna go to the Discord page and Steam's gonna say, Isaac, you've cursed me. I'm like, damn it! Even though I'm probably gonna swear, but anyway.
You're not getting text messages already?
No, I haven't, because Scops is on.
Oh, that's right.
And one of their members is making their top split debut. Bit of a shameless plug there. Good luck, Ron Jones. Even though by the sounds of things, it's an absolute shit fight.
These boys is doing this whole thing again, Bruce. They're all being nice.
they are, aren't they?
Yeah, well, you got closest battle is down in P15, 7th for class, or 6th for class, between Rob Gray and Brendan Gregory. That's the closest battle that's going on at the moment.
What is this? It's not
Oh,
fair.
you got Nathan Anderson, good old Pulse Racing team there, an MX-5. Close to Chris.
I've got a pimple that I'm trying to burst.
And everyone on YouTube needed to know that, or?
No.
And then the next one would be
Oh, hello. Did you see that? Saw a car just go.
Brendan Gregory
Whoa! Bit of rally crossing there. Got a bit
in
of
the
damage,
Mustang.
got a bit of damage to the front of the Mustang. Did it by himself?
saw a
yes,
couple
he
of
did.
laps ago as well. Craig Edwards had a little trip across the grass as well. He had a little sort of under-over flick spin, and yeah, it stepped out and went sideways on him, but he caught it back up, didn't hit the wall, and got back on the track.
Well, let's look at the weather. The track's 29 now. So, look, a little bit more time. She's going to heat up more because obviously it was a sunrise race with clear as well. There's no clouds. So, I would say that probably the last few laps of this race is going to be hectic on tyres.
Yeah, I would agree. Oi! That was close there by Craig. Nearly gets it under the wall.
I think tyres are starting to hurt throughout the field.
Well, if you watch the cars, but these roofs, if you touch the grass, that's it. It's all over, I reckon.
Yeah.
In the roofs, you touch the black stuff, it's all over. Well, for me, anyway.
I don't know, if you've done a VLN with a 911 Cup car, you know about it. Even curbs hurt you.
Exactly.
It's very sad to see that Steve Latimer went out. Not only that, as well, Dominic Ferris. Or Ferraris. Whatever which way you say it. Mark Dial's still in the pits. He's been in there for 9 minutes. I don't think he's coming back. Who else we got? Some people 4 laps down because Craig's on a mission. As you can see, that's the closing into Rob Gray, that's in the Mustang. 6th in class, 14th overall.
Yeah.
So what was the comments about the how far he was going to lap?
Yeah,
Are you looking at the timing sheets before you comment?
no, I'm not, because I don't have my any of my computer sort of working properly, but it's going to hurt, I can tell.
I'll screenshot it and send it to.
Yeah, he's losing time now.
Well, he's pretty much got up to P4. So P1's lapped the whole entire field but P4.
Is he going to the pit yet?
Sorry, what was that, Liam?
Has he gone into the pits yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, Craig's done his pit stop, yep.
30.8 stop. 55.5 lane time.
So I don't know if you heard
he's in
earlier
the
on,
pits
Liam,
right now.
Yeah, we were talking earlier on about Craig Edwards. Would he lap to podium position sort of thing? And I called no straight away with the calibre of drivers that were underneath him. But things change. We've had a couple of guys that have had some penalties applied, and that sort of puts a spanner in the works, and it looks like he might get there.
Well, that's like even in the GTEs, he managed to lap half the fields on a regular race.
Yeah.
Well, some of them he has. He's got real close.
Brendan Gregory.
Off the field there.
Well, Steve, actually, I've got a plan here. If you can jump back onto Craig Edwards and we start talking about him, there's a good chance with commentator's curse, you could put him into the wall.
Oh.
Well, he's
Well,
just dropped a spot.
Yeah, he just dropped a spot right. So, I'm trying not to talk about anyone tonight because obviously with the Steve Lattimore thing, and then not only that, with the Paul Jones and the good battle that was going on there at the start, I'm not going to say anyone's names and anything because if you hit a wall at Phillip Island, you're pretty doing it on the main straight. So, it's got to be hard to do.
Might as well do a Mark Warner, that's what I want to do.
No, well, that's it. You're going to come around the last corner. You're going to go a little bit. You're going to push a little bit hard. You're going to understeer the front of the car. You know, the right rear is going to go off the track, and you're going to basically just go, "Yep, see you later." You'll be spinning over the finish line if you can make it that far. I'm not predicting anything, by the way, Bruce. Don't put that curse on me.
I was just thinking to myself, we should have betting odds on it, and then you could just rig the whole field, because if you just keep talking about everyone, whoever we pick, you can make.
Especially in this race. Wayne's still up there. He's doing good. He's getting past the traffic real well. Next minute.
Goodbye, Wayne.
Yeah. I was just about to say. An MX-5's about to take him out.
Jeez, it's like Sydney traffic.
Wayne's had a good run so far. He's had a pretty clean race, so it's good that he's up there, and hopefully Craig can get back up there, and yeah, they'll go hammer and tong.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see what happens if he pulls in the pits or what happens to the fuel. So, Tony P in YouTube chat. Look, it's just a whole wide thing. We're just going to try and stomp out everything that we possibly can. If anything sneaks up by accident, it's already too late. So, look, if the boys don't send their paints through, then they don't get shown, and that's how he is. SimSpeed set a really good example, same as Race Spot for broadcasting on iRacing. So look, we're going to follow the same example, and it'll be blanketed across everyone that broadcasts iRacing races. If you want to know what I was talking about, jump in the YouTube chat.
Rob Grace just alt F4 off the session.
That's unlucky.
Just got a message through from Ryan in race control. Incident between 26 and 388, deemed to at fault 388, and he readdressed.
That's Nathan Nightingale and Brenton Hawkins.
Correct, yep. So they've readdressed, so no further action will be taken on that one.
Oh, Craig. Got the whole car off the asphalt coming into Gardner Straight.
So what, he dropped the right rear coming onto the main straight?
Nope.
Come on, Isaac. Enough.
I've got my eyes on him at the moment.
So you didn't have to commandeer a MX-5 this time, Bruce, for to get the message from race control?
No. Funny thing is, in the last hour of the race, as such, we've set up two plastic cups with a rope between them, a string, and we're using the intercom.
Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping they were setting up pigeons.
We have technology, mate. 2 cups and a piece of string works every time.
Oh, mate. Yeah, nothing can beat the good old iRacing broadcasting software, Bruce. We've had some oopty moments. Hence why we have a panic button on our ETVO right now. These guys are being too good. Can someone jump in chat and tell them, like, push out a little or something?
Send that.
Make it exciting.
Yeah, just, I don't know. Bring out a safety car or something, race control. Nathan Anderson's still on the back of Chris Whittaker.
Come on,
Yeah.
where's the genie?
Just watching that battle between Chris and Nathan, and it has not eased up at all.
It hasn't, eh? The whole race.
No, they're still on.
Just a little bit of pointless info for you. Fastest lap was set by Paul Jones on lap 2. So that's going to show that the track is getting hotter and hotter. It's at 31 at the moment. It's nearly gone up 10 degrees. Up 8 at the moment. Oh, as Nathan Anderson gets that close to Chris. He's got to know that car.
Oh, Chris, what are you doing?
Oh, he's letting another car through, so you can understand that he's not going to force the fact on Chris if he's got a lap car coming behind. Or should I say he is the lap car?
So just looking at Paul's lap times in the last probably half a dozen laps or so, and he's dropped a good 2 seconds off that fastest lap time. So yeah, definitely showing that the track is getting hotter and the tyres are going on.
Well, this is where it's going to get fun. They've done a fair few laps. We're on lap 44. So the boys have done a really good job. And compared to how many people went out, like we had 2 that left from technical difficulties. As you can see, that the steering wheels were straight. And then Steve Lattimore as well. So the boys have done really well tonight.
Yeah, they have.
But definitely, as what we were saying before about the MX-5 category in these multi-class races, have always been the showstoppers. You look at Craig Edwards, you know, or say the fight between Craig and Wayne. You know that they're going to be up there with the majority of the seconds of gaps. But look at the gap between the MX-5 P1 and P2. It's just it's on nose to tail. That's how it is. Oh, it's a little bit close there, but
That was very close.
yeah.
That could have ended badly.
These, you know, this is the AMF. Well, it's not the Dev Series as such, isn't this? These are the elite drivers. You know, everyone decides to go into a multi-class race and thinks, oh yeah, let's go the fastest car. But the thing is, if you jump into an MX-5 and a multi-class race, I think it's more talent to drive that to the end in P1 than it would be to drive one of these roofs P1 to the end. Am I wrong? Or do you agree?
Well, I agree myself, but what I'd do is I'd typically look at the driver's list and who's in what car, and I'll go, nope, 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 yep, okay, I'll go on that.
Yeah, I'll do the same as well.
Well, I don't know. I'll just lick a stamp and send it. It's all good.
I'm with you on the MX-5s though, for sure. It's, that line has to be perfect to get every like second out of that car.
Well, look, Phillip Island's pretty straight. It's pretty flat. It's not too crazy. But when you have an MX-5, let's go back to Bathurst. You're going up hills. You're going down hills. That's when things get a little bit crazy. You brake a little bit too much, or a little bit of traffic causes a little bit of a problem. You've lost a lot of momentum, and that's a lot of seconds over that whole entire lap.
So we've been watching Nathan and Chris for quite some time throughout the whole race side of things. We've got approximately 15 minutes remaining. At what point does Nathan turn the blowtorch on and go for a move?
I would think maybe with.
Oh, sorry for interrupting. That's Pat Gallo just got it real sideways. Oh, at Isaac.
That's alright.
Right out sideways.
Ding. There we go.
And gets back on track. Sorry, mate. Continue there, Bruce.
You know, no, I was just saying that Nathan's sort of sitting in second place there and just following, just buying time, keeping tyres, just trying to do what he can do to keep on the back of Chris. But at what point, like with 15 minutes remaining in the race, what point does he push it to try to make that pass?
I would say. Go on.
Sorry, it comes down to the MX-5 again though. Like sometimes just following the other cars, all you can do, getting that extra speed up to make that passing move is just really hard to do.
Yeah,
Look at it this way, right? Let's go through the whole field. Nathan Anderson is in P20 overall. Okay, so he's in second in class. He's P20 overall, and he's only half a second behind Chris Whittaker. Right? But that's the closest out of the whole entire field. So there's no other battles until these two that are that close. The next one is Paul Nichols in P7 in the MX5s. And he's only, again, 0.4 of a second behind William Mitchell. So the MX5s, again, are proven to be, you know, if you stick up someone's rear and follow the draft and drive exactly the same or whatnot, then you're going to be close enough. But what Bruce was saying, when's he going to make that move? It's on their driving style, I reckon. Who's got the less tyres, or is it going to be that split moment in an MX-5 where you're going to little, as you can see on screen now, you're going to do a little bit of draft from a faster car like that Mustang there, or as you just see Paul Nichols go wide.
Yeah, I think exactly what you're saying, Steve. I think ultimately what he's got to do, but is you have to use the traffic because the cars are so on par with each other, and you've just got no way to step out and to make a pass. So you've got to utilise the lap traffic when any of the roofs coming through a bit quicker or anything like that. Take an opportunity to put the nose down there with that car that's passing. So I think that's the only opportunity you got to go through.
He's right on the back of Chris though. He's putting the pressure on, and no doubt, I think if we talk to Chris a little bit later on, I think he's going to agree with it, that he's had that pressure. You know, he did win the Bathurst one. I know it's like a broken record, it's kept going over itself, but he did win the Bathurst one by quite of a space. I think this one's going to give him a little bit more run for his money.
Yeah, I think he'd be enjoying it too, actually.
Contact with Dean Russ there.
Yep, he basically would want that competitive competition right behind him. There's nothing worse than being in a slower car and just having no competition. So
Yeah, it's better to have better to be close with someone instead of being by yourself, because the race for the front is usually entertaining when it comes to like the final stages of a race.
Look at last broadcast of Podium's Hoon TV.
Yeah, that one went down to a knife edge.
That would, the photos, you know, as I say, a photo speaks 1,000 words. So
yeah,
you can definitely tell from that. A lot of AMF stuff is in endurance or longer races or multi-class as what this is. So it's kind of, you really got to have your knowledge on. You got to deal with that mental fatigue. You got to deal with the, you know, unknown situations. Someone could spin out in front of you in an MX-5 and you'd be coming through being P1 and completely clean them up. So there's a lot of variables. I think there's a lot of more variables in an AMF race than what it would be in a straight up V8 race.
Oh yeah, it would.
you could just imagine Nathan sitting back there and he's just going, what he would give for an extra 50 horsepower.
But he'll be using that car to the full extent of it, just as Chris is. You know, we talk about the MX-5s and whatnot. Take the traffic out of the equation. You can't slow down on certain corners. You've got to hit that same brake marker, and you can't brake too much. You can't make too many mistakes in an MX-5. Otherwise, you've lost way too much time. Alright, while we got the seconds and it's winding down to the last 10 minutes, let's go through the entire field. We've got Craig Edwards up in P1. Wayne Hewitt behind him in P2. Coming up through a little bit of traffic. P3, Paul Jones, done a stellar drive tonight as well. Oliver Fullerton, clean drive tonight in P4. Dean Ross, P5. Had a few mishaps here and there, and to the best of my knowledge, a couple of pit stop penalties. But he's still in P5, he's doing really well. Reece Harnell, in 6. Had a spin before. He's doing really good. Pat Gallo. I don't think the car's right for him tonight. He's had a few little moments, but he's still up there in 7th with a 777 car. How's that for 7th? Tristan at a P8. He's doing good. He's getting through traffic alright. He's handling the car really well. P9 goes to the Mustangs and Gary Cousins. Been having a good battle with David Miller that's just popped out of the server or dropping. Nope. Yep, he's having moments with his internet. Unlucky for him. And P2, he's had a stellar drive. Always been up. Gary's behind there, putting some pressure on. Mustang in P3. RRT. Sebastian Westberg. Awesome driver, as you've seen him in the series as well. He's done really good. Grant Matterford in 4th position. 12th overall. Thomas Paul, 5th position in class. 13th overall. Nice clean drive from Paul. Brendan, another one. Nice clean drive. He had a little bit of moments a few laps ago, probably about 5 laps ago. Nothing too major. Justin Cotterill in P7 in class, 15th overall. Scott Gamble, 16th overall. Chris Radicic, 17th overall. 18th is Jonathan Turner. He's last in the class of the Mustangs. When we go to Chris Whitaker, that's still having a battle with Nathan D. Anderson in P2 in class, 20th overall. Colin Schweck in 21st, as it looked like he was about to overtake a Mustang. Dave Clements, P4 in class, 22nd overall. William Mitchell, P23 overall, 5th in class. Simon Larder right behind him. That's going to be the second closest battle. Paul Nichols in 25th. Brenton Hawkins 26th. Nathan Nightingale 27th. Aaron Gilbert in 28th. Andy Smith in 29th. And Mark Dial still parked up in the pits. So let's go back to the fight for the MX-5 top podium step, as these boys are still going. No joke, still going this close after 52 laps.
It has been absolutely relentless. As you were going through that list, I was watching this battle again, and it's not easing up. It's continual pressure from Nathan on Chris. So it's going to be a great finish. That's for.
These boys they're pulling out all stops. They're not backing down. It's been a good clean race though. There's not been any major dramas. There hasn't been a safety car. So yeah, it's very interesting. And we're up to P8 is the next one to get lapped. As you see, Anderson right up the back of him. Chris is definitely going to be feeling this. But the MX-5s, their tyres drop off real quick.
So I wonder if the tyres are starting to play a factor. Actually,
You can't get any closer.
no, you can't.
That's trust of a driver there, right? You know, when you're that close, following into a hairpin bend, right, and you have traffic behind you that you know you have to yield to, that's 100% trust. You know that driver in front of you. You know, you can usually do that with your teammates because you have so much practice with them. But to know someone from another team and how they drive, and you have that much trust under brakes going into a real tight, slow corner, that's got to have, you know, that's got to have some trust there.
Both these guys run the GT series, and they've run the GT3 series beforehand, side by side, so they know how each other drive, and they've been competitors for quite some years, sort of thing. So they'll have respect for each other, but they know that they both want to get in that front position. So it'd be interesting to see how it all pans out at the end of the race.
Yeah, well, this is still the #1 battle on the whole entire field. This is the closest battle you get. The next one down from this is William Mitchell in P5 in the MX5s. It's 0.9 of a second behind Dave Clements. That's the closest battles.
Oh, Nathan was going to go for a bit of a pass at Southern Loop, but getting caught within these two Mustangs.
Is this traffic going to play a part in that? That's all he needs, is like one little break and see what happens.
Yeah. Now they got a roof in the middle of it too. Oh, boy.
That's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's definitely nerve-wracking. Now you got a roof stuck in the Mustang. It can't pass because there's a Mazda on the other side.
See, you wish that the faster cars. I understand that they're there, but understand that the two guys in the slower cars are racing for position, for a podium position. So you'd think that this stage of the race, give them room.
Yeah, but it looks like there's a bit of damage on Anderson's car.
Yeah, he come into contact with the Mustang. Or sorry, the Mustang didn't leave enough room, and they had it coming together around the corner there. So a little bit of damage, which is also given a bit of a gap now, which is going to be a little bit hard with only 2.5 minutes remaining to pull that gap back.
So there you go, the roof goes by, and then now the Mustang goes by as well. Almost. Oh, 2 wheels in the dirt.
Chris takes it out wide.
Oh, keeps it in.
Is that going to hurt his speed on the main straight there?
Possibly will. Okay, well, I don't want my dog to. Hey. Dog's gonna be doggy. Yeah. So yeah, looks like the gap has just come back a little. Might be a bit of aero damage.
Yeah, Chris come off on the last corner. He went a bit wide. I don't know if it was like he deliberately done it or he just ran wide, but yeah, it brought the gap back closer again. So we've still got the good finish that we're hoping.
Don't have long to go at all.
Yeah, we have 3 minutes 30 at the mark at the moment. So, look, they're really pacing at the end of this race. Maybe it's not so entertaining broadcast-wise, but just put yourself in these guys' positions. They did 55 laps out of one of the hardest tracks with 3 classes on the track. It's not an easy feat, and for these two guys that are on screen at the moment to keep it this close, start to finish, is amazing.
It definitely is.
They'll definitely be tired when this one's over.
Yeah, well, Chris is on 32 lap old tyres. Nathan's on 31 old lap tyres. So there's not much in that way of it. Driving, you can see clearly as Annis is just looking his nose up there. See what happens in turn 1. Nope, he's going to drop back in behind.
That aero damage might be the nail in the coffin there.
Well, his car doesn't look too nice.
No, it ain't.
Are you going to call it, Bruce, and say that it's over or not?
Oh, here we go.
No, I'm not, mate. Nah.
Oh my god, doggone a dog!
No, they're fine. They know what they're doing, these boys. It's the guys in front of them you got to worry about.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying anything about Aaron in the 49 car.
I know Nathan quite well, and I know he won't be content to keep that Mazda in that position. So, but saying that, he won't do anything stupid either. So, it's going to be interesting.
I think that it clearly states that how he's driving ability tonight and how he's driving now, knowing that there's only 1 minute 10 seconds left, that it verifies what you just said. He's not going to make a stupid move, but he's definitely going to push. He's really going to try and see that where that inch is that he can get. Where is that little, where's that little second that he can try and get, or not even a second with these guys. Where's that 1/10 of a second that he can gain on Chris? He's followed him for a long time. The cars are getting a little bit twitchy, as we say, but see how it ends.
Exactly, and I think we're about to reach. Maybe we got another lap to go.
Well, Craig Edwards is coming around the last corner at the moment. There will definitely be one more lap. But not only that, Wayne's closing in as well. He's only 1.4 seconds or 1.2 seconds behind. But don't forget, Craig's only 3 lap old. His stint's 3 laps compared to Wayne's 13.
The tyres may play a factor. Oh, here we go, more traffic.
This is the part of the race, mate, where I'm glad I'm not doing the broadcast anymore, picking who to watch, because it's one of those things that you don't know where. You want to go and give the guys that won the race credit, but that battle in the Mazdas is just outstanding as well.
But not even that last lap, and even now, from the start-finish line till now, Wayne's taken 0.4 of a second off Craig on the last lap. I don't think he's that close enough to make a move or anything crazy like that. I think it's going to finish the race as it is. But still, the closest battle, even going back into the Mustangs in P7 that Justin Cotterill that just had a little bit of an issue, but he was the closest fight. And then it goes back down to Anderson and Whitaker for the MX-5s. All right, as we see right now, the clock's run out, lap 57. It is ending now. Craig Edwards has won the race as he comes over the finish line with a 1.5 second lead over Wayne, pretty much start to finish. What a drive from him. As we see Paul Jones coming around the last corner now, just catching up with some traffic in P3 out of the Mustangs. There's massive gaps between all the cars tonight.
Yeah, they are.
Oliver Fulton, P4.
Well, I'm just watching the Mazdas, and it's definitely on.
Oh, it's a close race. He's only got a few more corners to go.
If I was gonna pick a pass, I would try either Lukey Heights or the final corner. If not, I think they've got. I think that's it for the MX-5s, unless one of them makes a mistake.
Simon Larder is making a move on Paul Nichols for back for P7, P6. Let's go back to the Anderson and Chris Whitaker fight.
Looks like a gap's been pulled long enough.
I think this is how it's going to sit, boys.
Yeah, I think this is how it's going to sit, but don't count your lucky blessings just yet. There might be something big happening around the final corner. Nope.
Nope. And then we'll look at this Paul Nichols fight. Over and done with. That was a good move from him as well.
Backing down now because I think that's.
Yeah, it's all over. They've crossed the line. The fight between them two was across the line. So.
See who else is going. Yeah, but I think that's all.
Well, I got a chat, but thanks for the invite to the broadcast booth. It's got a good view from up here.
Nah, it's all good, man. Welcome anytime.
I might take you up on that offer one day.
Yeah, for sure. Jump in.
Now you know the key, mate. All you got to do is comment in there, and you get an invite.
Yeah, wind us up.
As long as you keep pronouncing the words right, I'll be happy.
Oh man, I'm shocking with names. You know how many messages I get about names?
I heard something about the Chris Whittaker thing.
Yeah, I had to pull him in the commentary box and say to him, "Hey mate, how do you say no?"
Anyway, I'll catch you later.
See ya.
See you, bud. Oh, that was Liam Eagle. All right, let's see who we have and who we can get in the commentary box out of all of the winners, because we have a little bit of a waiting room here.
We do actually.
Okay, so just got a message from Craig. He can't make it into the broadcast room for his interview, so
We'll have to do that later. Yeah.
we've got Wayne Hewitt in there, who's second position, so we can pull him in if you want.
Yeah, let's chuck Wayne in. Wayne, how you going, mate?
Yeah, good.
How was that race for you?
Yeah, it was good. Decent start. Hang on, just got to try and mute the. I'm still in game here. Yeah, no, it was good. First half of the race was pretty hectic. The whole race was hectic with traffic. Everyone was pretty good from what I saw. I just kept catching people at the wrong time, like everybody. And thankfully, Craig had that little pit stop at the end there, which sort of woke me up a bit, but I think he was just playing with me.
Yeah, because I saw the stints where he was on 3 and you were 13. So and the gap closed really marginal. So
Yeah.
You
So,
were closing in the last few laps though.
Yeah, it was. Like I was sort of catching through that second stint as well. But once he sort of got to that 20 seconds and we both sort of pitted, it sort of held about the same. And I kept getting held up. He kept getting held up. So neither of us could really get a run. So I thought, right, I'll just sit here and take second, keep an eye on the traffic. And if he has an incident, then I'll push. But if not, I had a 22nd, I think, to third. So I thought I'll just sit here and maintain the gap and just see what happens.
I think anytime you can get home, Wayne, with a straight car on a multi-class race after a 90-minute battle, that you've done extremely well. So good.
Yeah, thanks for that. That's definitely the key. Keeping out of trouble. That's half the battle.
Cool, mate. While you're in the commentary box, is there anyone you'd like to thank? Your team, your sponsors? Give them a shout out.
Yeah, good old Red Pepper Racing, obviously. The guys that I drive with, and all the sponsors that our guys carry, Select Maintenance, Riverina Technology. We've got, what else have we got? I think that's Fanatec, obviously. Yeah, a few of the others. Have a look at the car and you can see who else it is. I can't remember who else it is.
Alright, cheers for joining us in the commentary box tonight, mate. That was a stellar drive from you.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Alright, let's see who else do we have in the waiting room. Let's go down to...
I think we just lost Paul Jones, who was third place in the roof.
Yeah.
So I think we might need to go to who else?
We've got Chris and Nathan.
We got Sebastian, who was
Sebastian's
third in
P3.
the P3 in the Mustang.
He's muted at the moment. Do you want to pull him in now and see what happens? Let's pull in Chris.
Sebastian, you there at all?
Oh, he's got his headset. Oh no, he's back. Sebastian.
Yes, hello.
How you
Sorry.
going, buddy?
Yeah, good. Sorry, I was just finishing up my stream, so still my outros and all that stuff before getting in here. But thank you. How?
Oh, don't cross promote, mate. We can't do that. No, shout it out while you're here. Go on.
Yeah. So, I stream on Twitch, Modified 666. So I just raced in the Mustang and almost died. It was fun.
No, you didn't almost die. That was a pretty good run, mate.
Good.
That was
Yeah, it was
P3. You're
good.
on the podium, mate.
Yeah. No, my I think that's the longest I've actually had to right foot brake in iRacing in years. So my right foot is not happy with me.
No, I'm gonna go watch your stream and see what nasty things you were about to say about the commentary people.
No, I was about to actually. I put the link up to the stream into my chat just before I came in here, so they could come in and check it out themselves and watch the replay back. So yeah. But no, that was a lot of fun. It was a really good race. Big thanks to all the bands from the Redback Racing Team boys. Obviously, RMS doing a great job with this series, and AMF again hosting a fantastic series. So, thank you everyone for that, and really excited to smash out some M8 next week.
Oh, you go on the M8 GTEs?
If they let me with my iRating, I'm only 1400 at the moment, so technically I'm not allowed, but we'll see.
I don't know. A few bribes under the table might get you somewhere though.
Yeah.
Especially with the commentary crew, man. You know?
Yeah. You guys have put the good word in for me, right?
Yeah, there's a couple of bottle shops around here. It's all right.
Okay, beautiful.
No, so how was your drive tonight anyway? How did you find it?
It was a lot of fun. Look, it was a lot of fun. As I said, it's the first time driving a H-band car in a very long time. I forgot how much fun the Mustang is to. Big shout out to Grant, who kept me honest all race long. Out front, they were just leagues of their own, but Grant was right on my tail the whole one. We had a couple of good passes with each other and really good close racing, so it was a lot of fun. A few scary moments with the traffic, but that's what you get with multi-class racing.
Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? But from what we saw, that it was pretty clean between the traffic. There wasn't that many bingles or mix-ups between you all.
No, I did. I got spun once in MG hairpin by a rough. I'm not sure who that was, but other than that, a few scary moments. I had a couple of moments where I didn't realize they were inside of me, and I turned into gave them a little door-to-door loving. But yeah, overall, no, can't say complain at all about the quality of racing.
All right, cool. While you're in here, say thanks to whoever. I know you did it at the intro, but anyone else you want to thank or say shout out or whatever?
No, just there is one person, Vargs, Stephen Varga. I had issues with my T500, actually failed for me only 1 week before the Sebring. And he hooked me up with some V2 pedals, which I absolutely love. So I'm super stoked that I'm able to race right now, and I wouldn't be able to do it without his help. So big thanks to Vargs from our Redback Racing team. Also all the boys at Redback Racing. They're a great bunch of guys, good fun to race with. We had a lot of laughs, and they're really supportive. So check him out on Facebook.
Killer. All right, thanks for joining us in here tonight. We had Paul Jones just jump back into the waiting room. Might chuck him in real quick if we can, but I'll bring all three because we have Chris Whitaker and Nathan Anderson in the commentary waiting room as well. So let's bring all three of them in and talk to Paul straight up. Paul, are you there, mate?
Oh, are you there?
I don't think he is. He's muted his mic.
Yes,
He doesn't want to talk to us. All right. Well, let's talk to Nathan Anderson before we talk to Chris Whitaker. Nathan, are you there, bud?
Yep, I'm here.
How was your drive, bud?
That was the most intense 90 minutes I've ever done, I think.
We could agree with that.
Yeah, you'd be glad to know probably about 60 minutes of the broadcast was broadcast in U2 because the race in between you and Chris was for.
Oh, I don't know. Like it went by so fast though. It was ridiculous.
Mate, you put the pressure on Chris there. He is in the comm box as well, so you got to watch what you say because he might have a rebuttal. But mate, you did some stellar driving tonight, both years. There was a couple of even the last probably 5 laps, you could see the attitude of the car change there. You weren't happy with that second slot. You wanted that P1. You really tried to push it. You were on 1 lap younger tyres than what Chris was. How did the tyres hold up tonight in the race?
To be honest, they held up so, it was only really that last, like you said, last 10, 20 minutes where the tyres really started to go a bit slidey, but that also could have been because I was pushing so hard. But no, they held up really.
Yeah, you could tell by the attitude of the car and how you were trying to get them little tense and you were trying to get a little bit closer. There was a minute you got caught up behind a little bit of traffic that they were going through and lost a bit of time, and then Chris went a little bit wide. Yeah, and you caught that time back up, so that would have got your heart racing there.
Yeah, that's definitely what saved me. I mean, like every lap, I was just eyeing that relative, making sure I didn't lose that second toe. But when he got that 1.2, as soon as I seen him went wide, I was cheering.
Yeah, because that's what it was. It was under a second, pretty much the whole entire race, mate. So, I've got to give you boys hats off for that because, yeah, that's something spectacular on its own. While you're in the commentary box, man, you have the forum, you have the podium. You can say whatever you want within bounds, and thank anyone, and you give a shout out to all your sponsors and your mates.
Yeah, just like to give a thanks to Pulse for being such a great environment, a great bunch of guys. Got to give a shout out to Mum, or she'll kill me. So yeah, no, thanks to all the sponsors on the car, and yeah, just thanks to everyone that puts on the AMF events and all the setups like you guys do. Such a good job, and it's a pleasure to drive in the league. So.
All right, legend, mate. While you're still in the same box, Chris Whittaker. How you going, buddy?
Right. Yeah, I'm good, mate.
Did I say your last name right?
Yeah, that's almost there. That's pretty good.
All right, so what is it then?
Whittaker. Almost spot on.
Yeah. All right. All right. That's only like.
I'm gonna pay it. It's all good.
Yeah, it's a year and a half. Nearly a year and a half for saying your name on a broadcast.
We can't rush these things.
Yeah, nah. You know, timing's everything. So how was your race?
Hectic. Hectic is probably the word. Nathan pushed me to the limit there, so it was just bloody good racing. Yeah, between Nathan and Colin, whole heap of respect for those boys before we started this race, and I'll tell you what, a hell of a lot more again after that race. 3 wide down the straight, we've got 3 wide in the corners, a millimetre off each other's bumpers. It was just unbelievable. Great race.
From what we saw tonight, that was some crazy driving. Not only that, the first mention of the broadcast starting would have been some comment between me saying, "Oh look, Chris is up front. Is this going to be a repeat of Bathurst?"
Mate, I swear to God, when we had 4 laps to go, I think, and had that 1 second or 1.2 gap or whatever it was, thanks to the guys lapping us on Nathan, and ended up going bush bashing. All I was thinking that whole time was, Steve, shut up. You're putting the bloody knocker on me here, and then I started missing shifts and this and that and the other. Oh, okay, just slow down, back to basics. You know how to do this. Just calm down, and then look in the mirror, and here he is again, 4 tenths off me. I was like, oh, not again. Here he comes. But yeah, we managed to get it over the line. So. I wasn't going to make it easy for him on that last lap, that's for sure, but it was bloody good fun.
I reckon you would have enjoyed the pressure right behind you the whole way. As the Bathurst one walked away with a bit, didn't have any competition but with Nathan sitting behind you, I think you would have enjoyed that, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, he was pushing me. He was pushing me to the limit. I don't know what it is. These races seem to be getting more difficult every time, which I'm not complaining. That's a good thing. But it was. Yeah, I was thinking at one stage, we might be able to check out here, which is why I went the really early stop. I'm looking at the times we're doing, thinking, yeah, we'll be right. I'll go the early stop, and then obviously Nathan followed me in, and he went a super aggressive strategy. I ended up with 5 litres left in the tank at the end, so again, overfueled myself, but yeah, better overfueling than underfueling, I suppose.
True.
For sure. All right, Chris. While you're here again, I'm not even going to dare say your last name in front of you. I'm just going to call you Chris from now on.
That's right.
At least I know that's right. Chris too. I'll just miss your last name completely. All right, while you're in the commentary booth, mate, the same goes. Anyone you'd like to thank, anyone shout out you want, or even tell a joke, whatever you want to do. Go for it.
Yeah, 100%. So first and foremost, the guys who put on the series, again, fantastic job for the special event, as well as obviously the normal AMF GT3 GTE series. that they run. Broadcast team, again, you guys do an excellent job. One that I always forget to thank, all the drivers. Without the drivers, we don't have a series. So all the other guys, the ones who have made it, they made it really easy when they were passing us tonight. It wasn't too many close calls, couple, but not too many close ones. So to all the other drivers, thank you very much. To FT1 Motorsport, thank you. All our supporting partners, Demon Tweaks, SimSpeed, Sim Racing Collectibles, Hub Racing Simulations. I think I've forgotten one. I have forgotten one. Oh my goodness. RMS, that's the other one. Thank you for your support, all those guys. To my wife for watching the kids again on another Sunday night. Should probably thank her, just like Nathan thanked his mum.
No, good work, mate. Good drive tonight, and that's you taking out a couple of the Week 13 special events. So you better knock it off or drive a faster car.
Yeah, that's it. That's 3 out of 4. So
yeah, I think
I'm
gonna
have to go away from the MX-5 next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a chat to Ryan and say, Ryan, he's not allowed to drive MX-5s anymore.
Well, it's not like there's no competition, but next time
Yeah,
he was right there. He wasn't far off, so
yeah, nah.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, while we have the commentary box open, Gary Cousins, the winner of the Mustangs, just came in
There
as
you
well.
go.
Gazza, how you going?
Good, mate, good. Just sorted out the Discord.
Them technical dramas will always get you when you don't need it to happen.
I know, right, yeah.
So how was your race tonight, mate?
That was awesome fun, mate, yeah. First 16 laps with David Mad Dog Miller at the front there, well, side by side for a fair bit of it. It was good.
Yeah, you had a really close battle for a fair bit of the race, at the start of it anyway.
Yeah, it was very clean. We didn't touch, and yeah, it was really, really good. Yeah, he was in front most of the time, and I was just trying to get past, but couldn't get past until just before we pitted. Then for some reason he came out about 12 seconds behind me. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, you finished the race with a 23-second lead, so you got to be doing something right there.
I just tried to keep it on track, mate. That's about it. Nothing fast about it.
Well, while you're in the commentary box, you got the podium, you got the top step, mate. Congrats on that. So give us a shout out to your sponsors, anyone you would like to thank.
Yeah, just thanks to the other guys at Sim Races and Bailey Ladders, our sponsors. Yes, yeah, good bunch of guys there. We're just new to the team sort of stuff, but good fun. My first run with these guys here too, really good fun. I'll be back again.
For sure. So you
AMF
don't,
guys, yeah.
You don't run in the AMF GT series?
No, but I will.
Well, I think you need to now.
Yeah, why not, eh?
What's this? You come in, you debut and kick everyone's ass in the second class here. What's going on?
I just seen a post today on Facebook about some fun, so I thought that'll be me.
Well, there you go. That's how it works, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, well, cheers for joining us in. Congrats on the podium, mate. You had a stellar drive. The start of it was tight between you and David Miller. Awesome drive, man. You got to be proud of yourself. And I really hope to be calling your name out more often in the AMF GT series when you jump in for the next season.
Hey, cheers, mate. Yeah, probably more like mid-packing though, so cheers anyway.
Nah, that's all good. It's a dev series. You can just blame it on that.
I like the idea of the fixed setup. That was really good. The Mustang set was really nice. Whoever made that.
That's the resident AMF setup dude. Ryan's in the commentary box. He'll probably fill you in about that. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, how you going, guys?
Hey, good, man. How are you?
Yeah, really good. I believe that setup was made by AMF and just Oral.
Oh, it's the man himself. Monday nights, the man himself.
The man who created AMF, yes.
Huh.
I'm just lucky enough to be able to use AMF. I didn't create it. I just try and further it along the way doing what we're doing. What a race tonight. I couldn't be happy with the way the race turned out tonight.
You would have had your hands full for a bit, eh?
Oh, look, it was a little bit messy here and there, but nothing that we've never had to deal with before. Like, incidents happen. In some ways, I think a race without any incidents would be a bit of a boring race. it means the guys aren't pushing hard enough. And the guys are really pushing tonight. But what I can say is there were some really, really patient, fast guys in the RUF. A big shout out to Wayne Hewitt. He would quite easily be the most patient person I saw all night. He was really, really patient. Flow of guys. Look, Nathan and Chris Whitaker, you can't say much more about the battle they had. That was absolutely brilliant to watch. It was up on my screen for a lot of the race. Yeah, very, very good race to watch. I did have some. I was supposed to race tonight, but due to very, very sore hands and not being able to race, I decided to give out some lucky door prizes. So we've got a lucky door prize to David Bad Dog Miller. He's going to get a lucky door prize for us because we ran a random number generator. And 10th place was awarded a prize, and is Nathan Nightingale. So I'll get in contact with both of them on Discord and let them know that they're up for a little prize pack to be sent out of AMF goodies that we've got.
That's it, eh?
Yep.
A series not only you can run in, you can win some stuff in.
Well, exactly right. As we speak, I'm actually the winner's prize right now, which is something different than what we've done before. We're actually doing an engraved trophy time, so a little bit of silverware for winning.
Brilliant. It's not. It comes into the digital world. That comes into a real world that you've created. Something that they can hold and something they can touch, and it becomes a physical sense rather than just a digital sense that people lose sight of. That's a great thing from the AMF blokes. You do a lot.
Oh, we just try to give back to what iRacing has given us as a community. Just trying to give back to these guys, and for people that don't know, the Dev Series, especially the GT Dev Series, started because, let's face it, sometimes the official series isn't the nicest place to race. So,
well, it's full on week 13
for the Aussie drivers, but we're open for everybody. But mainly Aussie drivers come and race in a safe environment where if somebody does something really silly, they're going to get in trouble with body wigs and get told off live in race.
Yeah.
And it shows in the racing. The racing that you've broadcast this last season has been phenomenal. Like, everyone's got respect for everybody, all that sort of stuff. Like, yeah, it's great to see something that I thought up 18 months ago, 2 years ago, to be what it is now. It's really good.
Oh, it's definitely grown a lot, and it's good. The boys would probably think twice about making mistakes or sending it because they know that we'll catch it on broadcast, probably.
Well, there's that too, mate.
They don't want their shame. No, it's not that. The AMF Dev Series and special events like this, like I can keep banging on about it and broadcasting stuff. But I raced the series before I started broadcasting it, so
you certainly did.
So I know what it's all about. Jump in a practice session with the boys, and they'll teach you some tricks, and that's how you not only learn as in a personal sense, but for your official races and your iRating and your safety rating, that if you can learn from these guys, that Craig Edwards and all that kind of stuff that will go through, Paul Jones, Wayne Hewitt, it's a bonus, mate, and you get some good racing and good fun about it as well.
Exactly right.
So no, cool. Hey, while we have someone, Paul Jones is in the commentary box. He was 3rd overall in the roof, should I say. I'm not allowed to say rough or Porsche. That's going to cost me money. So, Paul Jones, while you're in here, mate, how you doing?
Yeah, thanks, Steve. Excellent, mate. It was an awesome race tonight, and I really can't thank Ryan and Justin enough for the work that they've been putting into this AMF series, and you guys as well, organising to broadcast it. It's an incredible group of guys that race a fair race, and there were a couple of incidents from my doing and some other that I think we ran into, but overall, there were hardly any significant incidents in that race, which is a testament to what they've created.
It's definitely the standard of driving in this league. I'm not going to mention any names, but other leagues that you can race in that have the similar kind of setup is more kamikaze drivers that are not so much, official. There's no race control as such to overlook and save the driver that was actually not at fault. that's another thing I like about the AMF series as well. You know, they do the right thing for the right people and for the right reason. So it makes fun racing, and I think the numbers show that. So the numbers and the quality of drivers that keep coming back week after week shows that they're onto something that's a winner. So it's a good thing. So while you're in here, shout out to anyone you want to thank, your teammates or whatever. Tell a joke. You have the broadcast booth all to yourself, Paul.
No worries, Steve. Look, mate, really, there's all I want to do is just thank everyone for turning up every week, because you know, the group of people, like I said, that are here, they make it, and without them, it wouldn't be what it is. And I turn up every week just purely because of the group of people. They're all fair and they all respect each other, and we can race door to door and know what each other's going to do. And really, there are no other series that I know of on iRacing that are this friendly. So thanks again, guys, AMF and all the drivers, and the guys doing the work on the background for race control, and you guys broadcasting it. It's absolutely awesome. Thanks so much.
Cool, mate. No worries. All right, from me at Podium Broadcasting, thanks to the AMF series for letting us do this every week in, week out. RMS, Race Management Services, your one-stop shop for all your iRacing software needs. Check them out. Isaac Edwards for joining me in the commentary box, as he does every week without fail, anytime I need. And for our special commentator, Bruce Ross, the man himself that started the AMF broadcast. Thank you from me. And Ryan, that's a full-on wrap, mate.
It definitely is.
All right, boys.
Thank you for the privilege of jumping back in here again. Next week, microphone off and helmet back on, back into it again.
Yeah, Bruce, get yourself back on the broadcast. Like, I don't know how you find it.
Just skill, mate. Just skill. Maybe Steve's in the background talking about things here and there, but he hasn't put the mocker on me, which is good.
Don't blame it on me. Nah, we're not going to put it on me, mate. Because otherwise, I'm going to get Isaac Edwards to broadcast one of these races. I'm going to jump in the car and I'm going to race you.
Well, one thing I'm really looking forward to, actually, Steve and Isaac, is jumping in the commentary booth with you guys on Monday nights. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, that's it. See, we're stepping it up another notch. We're kicking another notch.
Yep.
And, you know, not only Sundays, we got Mondays.
You're going to have to work on those brakes, Paul. I don't want to have to call you out on a broadcast.
Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it, because Steve, I don't think you or Isaac have really seen what we're doing on Monday night, so it'll be interesting. I'll be able to talk a lot about what we do when we do it. So yeah, it should be good fun broadcasting it.
It is interesting. I know that it's different in how you've worded, you know, how you explain it to me. And I know I jumped in for one test session, very, very, you know, short. You know, we were doing some broadcasting testing, so it looked like a hell of a fun. So, look, that's going to be another step up as well. And then you joining us in the commentary box that's going to have the knowledge as well. So, look, it's going to be awesome for the AMF Dev Series, Podium Broadcasting, and moving forward as well.
Yep, exactly right. I think it's going to be good for both of us. And, yeah, it'll help get the AMF Monday night name out there a little bit too. I think we'll probably get some idiots coming in because they want to get on camera. But Justin and I are pretty good at weeding those guys out. So.
Nah, it's all right, mate. We got a few people that don't mind, you know, giving a hip a shoulder here and there in turn 2, turn 3.
Yep. That's generally how we weed them out.
Hey, Bruce.
Exactly.
All right, boys. From me, I got to sign off and call it a day. As always, you'll always see us here on a Sunday night when the race season is up. Tune into the AMF Facebook page. Follow everyone that's involved with this, because everyone, you know, volunteers their time and enjoys what we do, and we try and build this as a community, as a friendship, and you can see by the racing there's no swearing or argumentative and stuff. We're all mates here. So look, check out AMF on Facebook, jump in their Discord. It is in the link of this video. I've put both of them down. Welcome, come on board. Thanks for everyone that's involved. I'm Steve, and we'll call it another day.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.